We have a huge hammer reversal in Bitcoin dominance that says altcoins are going to be taking off. I'm going to show you a sample portfolio that I started back in 2016 so that we can get a perspective about what might be coming next. We'll take a look at shark feeding zone and whale feeding zone and some big changes in the alt season co-pilot, and we'll end the video with the details about how to become a crypto millionaire. Lots going on today. Thanks for joining me, fellas. My name is Doug from Digital Currency Traders, and weekend volatility's here. We can expect to see some big 5x and maybe even 10x moves over the next week. And this is the kind of thing that we want to be prepared for, is to diversify and then sit and wait. This portfolio I set up in 2016. Once I set it up, I just forgot about it pretty much. And then I can come back, and I'm really grateful for the guys over on Crypto Compare and CC Data for keeping this website up. What a great resource. You can see that we started off with $1,600. It hit a peak of $400,000 if I had done nothing at all. And then if I had still done nothing, it came back up to about $200,000, $190,000 here. And I think that a diversified portfolio is about to do much the same thing, starting off with nearly nothing and go way, way, way up. So I'll talk about how to become a millionaire at the end of the video, but I want to say one more thank you to Crypto Compare and the guys at CC Data. I've used your API to set up a GPT so that I can keep up to date on the latest data, and I can actually query price data from CC Data's information as well. Fantastic resource. Thank you guys for having this up there. Now, they're not sponsoring this video. I just wanted to give them a shout out because I just love everything that they're doing there. Let's go on to Bitcoin whale feeding zone and shark feeding zone. I'm going to zoom out to the weekly time frame to start off with. And to me, right now, we're still within the second and third standard deviation here, so that we are still having the potential to continue trending. It hasn't gone outside it far enough to be a potential reversal yet on the weekly. We haven't gone outside it on the 3-day either, but we have poked outside that third standard deviation on the daily, and then we've come across sideways into the second standard deviation. And if we do make a 1, 2, 3 top formation there, that's the kind of thing I want to watch for. So let's go into the 12-hour and adjust our bands here to see where they are. Not much change in the 12-hour right now. The 4-hour had pinched down, and now it's pinched down even more into a very narrow tunnel. So if that tunnel stays flat, it's usually going to reverse off that, and that is whale feeding zone inside there. Anything inside there is fair game, no problem. 1-hour time frame is looking good because it's pinched down, but it's making 1, 2, 3s now on top of former bands. So it's come up and made a 1, 2, 3, and if it continues, that's the continuation right there, and you just got to go with it. Now I want to look at the longs versus Bitcoin price. We can see that the longs are continuing to close into the strength. As prices have been hovering sideways here, we're getting big longs closing into this strength right here. Really important to pay attention to. And if we go into, what is this, the RSI, we can see that we're getting a bearish divergence now on this move up. The RSI is giving us a bearish divergence out of a good bullish runoff. It seems to be running out of steam now up at the top here. And I don't know the future, of course. And my trading system itself is still long. We have a long ways to go. It won't kick me out for quite a bit. The EMAs won't cross until price comes down quite a ways. The 1, 2, 3s are going to take some time for my system to recognize anything. Aside from that, I just sit on this. Now for me, the really exciting news is what's going on with Bitcoin dominance. This hammer reversal candle on the weekly time frame is really important. When we bring up Bitcoin price in the background, we can see that Bitcoin dominance dropping while Bitcoin prices stay sideways. That shows that that money is coming into the altcoins even more than the money that's coming into Bitcoin right now. That's a really good surge that we see coming in. That's a nice split. So let's take a look at the alt season co-pilot now. We can see that we have 33 coins that just went into new alert status again. Those were coins that pulled back, and because of the drop of Bitcoin dominance, they have set back up into a new bottom formation. So we can go through that whole process again now and look to diversify into those coins that are passing the buy signal. Now another component of the alt season co-pilot is to look at this data in a closer view. We can see how in October, everything was pinched down. It was a beautiful time to have diversified, and the long tail distribution of returns, we caught SOL, we caught Link, we caught a bunch of big movers there. Really great profits. Even the coins that didn't do much, recovered all of those gains. Now, we did filter out 70 coins or so that stayed in hold or in partial hold status. Those are the big movers. Now we're looking to add on to those with stage 4 of the trade. You can learn all 4 stages of the trade by going over to the link down below and getting the free PDF. But I want to look at this chart a little bit more closely and drag this over for the full year's worth of data so we can see what happened back in January of 2023. January, February, we had a nice little wave and then everything pulled back and we went flat. Now we've had a pre-pump wave. Everything is setting up now and really identified themselves which ones are going to be taking off. But there is even more data that we track. The red zone down below shows the number of popcorn moves that happen. Now a popcorn move is something as we define as a coin that goes up like 200% and then all the way back down immediately. It's just a big huge spike and then a pullback. And if we diversify across the coins that are set up properly, that long tail distribution of returns really rocks. We make some fantastic gains on very small positions diversified wide across the alts at a season like this. And we can see the frequency of these popcorn moves is increasing right now, and there's going to be a dozen or so peaking soon, and we're going to make some big gains off those if we are set up ahead of time. And now before we get into how to become a crypto millionaire, you don't have to do it all yourself. There are a whole bunch of different traders that you can copy over on BitGet. And if you diversify your portfolio to copy trade many different traders, you're going to be able to find portfolios that have a really consistent buy or win ratio. And you can go through different portfolios to find one that is a longer term holding portfolio than something that's looking for 32 cents and $1 or something on the trades. But these are pretty fantastic to find these trading bots that you can just follow with a part of your portfolio. Now let's finish up with the data on how fast can you become a crypto millionaire. I wrote an article and I posted it over on Medium. I've got it pinned to the top of my profile so that you can find it easily because I wrote it last year. And you can see the mathematics of how to become a crypto millionaire. By investing just $20 a week and double your money just once a year, you'll be a millionaire in 7 years. And all you ever have to do is invest $20 per week. If we look back at this sample portfolio where it started off with $1,600, if we had followed the trading system properly over the years by following the alt season co-pilot, and we go back to the long-term history, we can see that just in the last few years, in 2021, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different times, 9 or 10 different times that our long tail distribution of returns would have doubled our money. In other words, we would have doubled our money 7 times through this process since 2021. And that's exactly what we need to do in order to become a millionaire, is to double our money just once a year. So if we take that longer term perspective and we follow the alt season co-pilot each day, this system makes it really easy for us to rebalance our portfolio every day, and it takes about 20 minutes on average if you just log in and follow what the spreadsheet says to do. Thanks again for tuning in, fellas. I'm going to do another video right away on all of the updates from the alt season co-pilot, and I'll be posting it for the members who subscribe over on YouTube. Super grateful to have you guys along. Thank you again, everybody. Trade safe and keep those losses small.